Nah. Oi, Fusions!
Yo, what's going on, guys? Fusions Online, back again with a new video. Today's video, I'm going to start again with my chain template tutorial videos. So originally, I was going to make a couple of different episodes. I made one. So yeah, my apologies. But yeah, I've now got the motivation to start doing chains again. So we're going to do one today. So first things first, let's put me up in the corner. There we go. First thing you're going to need to open is Photoshop. So there's a couple of different ways of doing chains. I'm going to show you my way, just how I've kind of learnt over the years on how to do chains. This is how I produce chains. But yeah, so today I'm just going to be showing you a simple text kind of chain. Obviously, yep, okay, sure. So, all right, start with a empty Photoshop document. Actually, I'm going to quickly create a new one. Make sure the background is transparent, just to help me a bit further on down the line. So, as this isn't for a client or anything like that, as this is for just a tutorial, we are just going to write the word tutorial. There we go. We're going to find a text that we like, that we think will look nice on a chain. Obviously, this chain isn't going to look amazing. It's a tutorial chain, but as I'm going through it, I'll kind of do my best to explain what I do, why I do what I do, if that makes sense. So, alright, what you want to do, centralize your text. Obviously, that can say anything for tutorial purposes. Obviously, it says tutorial. So, what you want to do, head up to File, Export as a PNG. Let's drag this over here. So, what you can see here, these are my folders that I've always got. It's just, I like to organize my workflow, if that makes sense. So we start here in text, we just call it number 1. That's all I ever do. So once that's saved, head over, double click on the layer, add a stroke to it. Now you want to kind of make it big, but not too big. I normally go for around 20. Yeah, so we'll go for 25. There we go. So again, file, export, export as PNG, save it as number 2. Double click the layer again on the stroke, change that to 50. There we go. So, the reason I originally typed 50 is my general rule of thumb is if the final stroke, i.e. this one, fills everything and makes it look like this, then I'd like to half that for the other stroke, if that makes any kind of sense. So, right, we're done now in Photoshop, so close that. Then what we want to open is Inkscape. So what this file does, it makes it so then you can open what you've just created in Photoshop into Blender. Unfortunately, well, there may be a way to do it, but I haven't really looked into it. I'll just do it this way. You need to convert the PNG images that we've just made into... Again, let's move that. You need to convert the PNG images made into SVG files. So literally all you need to do, just open all 3 of the PNGs that we've just created. There we go, that is the 3rd one now opening. Right, so what you want to do here, double click, so then this little kind of crosshair, we should call it, appears in the middle. Head up over here to trace bitmap, press apply, now you can see the boxes more actually around the text. Go back over then to export, make sure you click this tab here, change that to SVG, just press export. Simple as that. Now, I like to just do all 3 of them at once, so Control W to close that tab, redo the exact same thing here. There we go, that one's done. And same with the first layer, export, SVG, export. Right, there we go, that's now all done. So now, we head over to Blender. Now, Blender is one of those kind of programs. Oh, yeah, sorry, I'm going a bit ahead of myself. So once you open it, it'll come up with like a little dialog box. all you want to do then, click anywhere on the screen, that box will disappear. You'll then be greeted with the camera, the cube, and the light. So, quick and easy. A on your keyboard, X, delete. There we go, they're all gone. Now, you'll see me, I've got quick favorites here. It's very easy to add things. All you need to do, literally, so say, import. This is where we import the SVGs. But then if you right-click instead of left-click, it'll give you the option to add. There we go. There we go. Add to quick favorites. Oh, so that's just what I do. Is more convenient. So right then, we go to desktop. We go change tutorial text one. So click number 1, click number 3, while holding shift, selects all 3 of them. Import. There we go. They're now all in. So if you have a keyboard with a numpad, if you press your decimal point on your numpad, it'll automatically zoom in. So then head over here. You can't really see. That's an error on my part. There we go. Quickly make myself down there. There we go. So if you click on the folders, whatever you want to call them, folders, click on those with Control, delete, delete. There we go. So then you are left then with 3 path files. So what you want to do, click the first one, go to Data tab, Geometry, and then it is Extrude. So what you want to do, hold Shift on your keyboard, drag it slowly. I like normally to put it around 5. Sometimes you can put more, sometimes you put less. It all kind of depends on self-preference. So that one is 0.007. So now we'll do the exact same with the other layer. There we go. And the exact same with that layer there. So there we go. Now, yes, it's all kind of interwebbed with itself currently. That's fine. So what you want to do, press X. Or again, if you've got a keyboard with a numpad, there's keyboard shortcuts to check to change which orientation the camera is viewing in. So then what you want to do, click on the second layer, click on the first layer while holding Control, press the move tool, slowly drag it up to about there-ish. Then the first layer, again, same thing, drag it up. So you want to kind of make the first layer a bit more prominent than the middle layer. So then it looks like that. So again, admittedly, it still looks like trash, but don't worry, we're getting there. So what you want to do, select all 3 layers, convert to mesh. There we go. Now, this is where the source comes in. So click on your first layer, head down to material, delete that if it wants to delete. It's thinking about it. Is it thinking, oh, and my blender's froze. That's fun. Oh, is it back? No, it's still froze. I love PCs. They're such fun. There we go. We are back in the room. So then what you want to do, repeat that last step with each of the layers. Just get rid of all the default materials. So then go back to the first layer. You want to press New. Wait for that to load. There we go. Now, base color. So click the little green dot. Go over to Image Texture. Click Open. So again, I'm going to... Sorry, Dan, if you watched that video. If you watch this video, I apologise. I'm going to include a couple of different texture files that I like to use in my chains. It'll all be within like a video description on Google Drive, something like that. So the top layer, I always like to put diamond. Now you can't see anything currently, that's fine. So I'll do that. Go to the second layer again, new base image. So what I like to do for the middle one is kind of have the accent color. So for this chain, I'm going to choose green. Yeah, so that's done. Third layer, again, rinse and repeat the exact same concept. We're going to go with, black diamonds for this one. So there we go. So first thing you want to do, press path number 1, go over to UV editing. Make sure it's selected just by pressing A on your keyboard, and then press, not U. It's been a while. Okay, wow. Is it P? Nope. It's been a while. Excuse me. There we go. So, what you want to do, press U on your keyboard, there we go. Now just click on Cube Projection, then you can see over here, It's now on here. So what I used to do was try and fit everything into one singular image, which didn't really make the texture of the chain very good. But I've since learned what you can do. Zoom out, S on your keyboard, scale it up. Now, although it's not actually on the base texture image, it's fine. Again, I will demonstrate once we've done them all. So again, rinse and repeat for all different layers. So again, exact same thing. There we go. Again, exact same thing. So then, what you want to do then, click on the material preview viewport and wait for it to load. Now, I do apologise. There we go. My PC is taking a bit long today just because, again, recording. So there we go. We now have a chain, well, a pendant, we shall say, that says tutorial. Now, this is kind of where you want to look at your chain, see if you actually like the texture. So, for instance, the green there, I'm not a massive fan of. So make sure you have that layer selected. Go back over to UV editing, shrink it down a little bit, see if that makes it any better. Not really. So instead, we're just going to put it massive. There we go. That looks a bit better like that. So obviously, there is a lot more source that you can do. For instance, I will quickly show you another thing that we can do. So what you want to do, go back to your side view, click on your bottom layer. On your keyboard, press Ctrl C, Ctrl V to copy it. There we go, that's now copied. Right, and then what you want to do, delete the layer off that one, right click, convert it to a curve. So then, what you want to do, I'm just going to go back to normal viewport, hide all those layers, and as you can see, we've now got two lines. So, click on the path that you just made. Make sure you've got the X-ray button enabled. Press Tab to go into edit mode. Draw a box that covers the top. X on your keyboard. There we go, that gets rid of it. Now, again, that doesn't really look like a lot. Don't worry. So what we're going to do, go back down to the Data tab, which we went to earlier. Now, with this one, we don't want to extrude because that's not going to do anything. Same with offset, that's not going to do anything. So what you want to do is toggle up on the depth for the round bevel. Now, as you can see, let me quickly turn X-ray off. There we go. As you can see, that's now added a beveled edge, we shall say. So then if you want, unhide the bottom layer, that's now what it's going to look like on the bottom of the chain, on the last layer of the chain, sorry. So what you want to do, make sure it's selected, right click, convert to mesh. One thing I always like to do after that, again, right click it, shade auto smooth, go down here, change the angle to around about 60. That's normally the sweet spot for me. There we go. Looks really nice now. So then make sure you then go to the modifiers tab, just apply that modifier. There we go. Now, if you really want to take the time, you can, if you really like, get this kind of level with the bottom. But as it's, again, tutorial chain, not really too fussed about that, how it looks currently. So, what you want to then do, unhide all the layers, make sure you, there we go, make sure you change the name on that bottom layer just so you don't get confused. So, head over to that layer, drag that out, create a new texture. Well, you can either use the texture in the middle, the green texture, that one there, or what I like to do, create a new material, and then what I tend to do is just get a solid material that I want to glow on the chain, sorry. So for instance, the accent color for this chain is green. I've got just a nice green that will be glowing in the city by the time that we actually export it. Now I know it looks really kind of weird currently, that's perfectly fine. So hopefully you've enjoyed that kind of process. I promise after this video, I'm going to then record part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5, however many videos I need to then record to produce and things like that, just to help other people along their chain creation journeys. But yeah, hopefully you have, let me just quickly go, there we go. Hopefully you have enjoyed this video. Hopefully I wasn't too fast for you or anything like that. Hopefully you're able to follow along, and yeah, my Discord's going to be in the description, my Discord group. I'd love nothing more for people to jump into my Discord. I'm going to have a dedicated channel in there for you to show me your creations and things like that. So yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed, and hopefully I shall see you in the next one. Peace.